Trump's big beautiful bill, and is it actually true that seniors are getting extra income out of this? Well, that's a great question, and I have the facts for you here in this video, as I've seen this question rolling in down below in the comment section a few times over the last several days, and I want to focus on it for you here in this video. Let's get into the details a little bit further. Now, this is a really good question because this big, beautiful bill is literally right down to the wire here. This is otherwise known as the stimulus package or the Trump's agenda or the big reconciliation bill, whatever you want to call it. There's all kinds of names out there for this thing. But the big question being is, what's in there for seniors? And is there really going to be a bump or an increase of extra income for millions and millions of seniors across the board? The answer is kind of yes and kind of no at the same time, but I do want to explain that in greater detail for you. But I'd love to give you a quick shout out to I Love Homemaking, who reached out to that team of trusted advisors right there with that phone number to get some help with their Medicare plan. And that team of trusted advisors, by the way, has access to 20,000 plans for Medicare. And again, supplement plans, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage. And for those people that are enrolling in Medicare for their initial enrollment or retiring, they can also help there as well. But I Love Homemaking, the person that reached out in the comment section, by the way, thank you so much, really appreciate that, reached out, had a great conversation with an advisor there, helped them out with all their questions, and reviewed all the plans out there, which is exactly what they're doing, 100% for free. Nearly 3,000 of you here in this community as of right now have called them, connected with an advisor, and saving a ton of money, getting better coverages, and that's absolutely incredible, which, by the way, the average senior is saving $1,100 from a real quick 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call based on your situation by calling them. And again, it's totally 100% for free, which, by the way, after you call them and have a conversation, leave me a comment down below and just make sure to use the word chapter in your comment, because that's the keyword that I search for to find these comments. So again, I would love to feature you and give you a shout out in a future video. But again, join I Love Homemaking and the other 3,000 people. Give them a call. They'll help you with your Medicare plan, and it's completely free. And again, I'll feature you in an upcoming video. All right, anyway. So big question being, seniors, is there extra income in the big beautiful bill? Okay, people have been reaching out saying, hey, you're the trusted source on this. You're the only person that I trust on this information. Can you give us to us straight? Is there really extra income in here? It kind of depends how you look at it. I mean, if you really wanted to be kind of obscure about this whole thing, you could kind of say, well, yeah, I guess it kind of relates into extra income, but I would not say that. I would not say that there's extra income in this big beautiful bill for seniors. However, here's what they do have for seniors in this reconciliation bill. The extra $6,000 deduction that came out of the Senate, which I've talked about in other videos. Okay, you've heard me talk about that before in other videos. The $6,000 bonus deduction above and beyond the standard deduction. That's what that is, okay? I'm not going to go into a ton of detail here because I literally have other dedicated videos here on the channel talking about it. So I don't think I need to explain the whole thing again. I mean, I can if you want me to, but it's literally just an extra $6,000 deduction on somebody's federal tax return above and beyond the standard deduction. And again, I've covered it in great detail in other videos, okay? That's what that is. So is that income? No, that's not income. That's a deduction. Huge difference between income and a deduction. Not even the same thing, not even close to the same thing. Income is obviously income coming into you. A deduction is literally just a deduction of income on somebody's tax return to reduce their tax liability. That's it, okay? Huge, huge, huge difference. So I would not call it income. I would not call it extra income. So when it comes down to that, the answer would be no, the bill does not contain extra income for seniors, but rather it has the $6,000 deduction for seniors, which would offset their income, which would essentially make it feel like maybe kind of extra money coming into or staying in the possession of seniors, because it would otherwise be going out the door in taxes to the federal government. Does that kind of make sense? So it's going to feel like maybe extra money for some people that would qualify for this deduction, but it's certainly not everybody, right? Okay. Now, if you're somebody that has a low income and you don't file a tax return in the first place, this has literally zero benefit, zero consequence to you whatsoever. If your income is below the standard deduction and you generally do not file a tax return, this has no consequence of any kind, positive or negative to you at any degree. That's it, okay? It just does not impact somebody. Does that make sense, right? So anyway, I hope that answers it for you and kind of clarifies what this is all about, but that's what they have there, okay? So I'll keep you posted on this as we get further details, as we're literally down to the final moments here of this thing. I'll keep you posted on that, but for those of you that have been asking, I hope this answers it for you and clarifies what this is all about. I definitely would not call that extra income, okay? So anyway, by the way, quick side note here. They have to be very careful with what they can do within these reconciliation bills. I know a lot of people have been reaching out over the last several months here saying, hey, are they going to add a raise to Social Security? That'd be super awesome. It'd be really nice if they did that. They can't. They legally cannot do that. It violates the reconciliation rules. Remember, over the last few days here, you probably heard me talk about the Senate parliamentarian, right? She is the referee within the Senate that looks through these reconciliation bills and makes sure that everything within it, the provisions within the reconciliation bills, are consistent with the reconciliation rules that are outlined in the Senate. Okay? They have to be consistent. She's already thrown out a number of things within it that were not consistent. Point being is that if they added anything into this to reform Social Security, to raise benefits, to whatever else, anything Social Security related, it wouldn't fly. You cannot change, modify, reform Social Security through reconciliation. It cannot be done legally. So the Senate parliamentarian would have thrown it out anyway if they would have done that. Okay, they could have added it. They should have added it, and then blamed it on the Senate parliamentarian for saying, "Look, she didn't allow it." I mean, strategically, that would have been really smart for them to do. I'm just saying, it would have been smart. They could have thrown all kinds of raises and things into it, and then the Senate parliamentarian would have thrown it out, and then they could have said, look, we tried, she threw it out of there, blame it on her, right? I don't know. It would have been kind of a good strategy, honestly. It would have made it look like they cared, but I don't know. Just saying, that's what they could have done. They can't legally do it because of the reconciliation rules. Make sense? All right, anyway. I hope this helps you. And again, huge shout out to I Love Homemaking. Thanks for your comment. And I love your name, by the way. That's really cool. But anyway, make sure to give the advisors a call there. Just like I Love Homemaking and the other 3,000 people here in the community, they will look through the 20,000 Medicare plans. Again, supplement plans, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage plans across the entire country to help you find better plans, better coverages, and hopefully save a boatload of money. And if you're turning 65 or retiring and your initial enrollment into Medicare, please do yourself a favor. Call them. Seriously. It's 100% for free. Do not try to hack this out yourself like my parents did. Not a good situation. Okay? But anyway, they're going to find the plans so you can see the doctors you want, the providers you want to see, the networks you want to be within, the offices, the clinics you want to go to, the prescription needs if you have any at all. They're going to find all of that for you. Whatever is best for you, they're going to listen to you and your personal needs, and they're going to find whatever's best for you. Okay, we all need something different. That's why they have 20,000 plus plans across the country. All right, anyway, again, after you talk to them, leave me a comment down below and make sure to include the word chapter in your comment, because that's how I search for them. I use the keyword of chapter to search for these comments, and then I can give you a shout out in a future video and feature you just like I'm featuring I Love Homemaking. Anyway, thanks again. Make sure to share that phone number with your friends, your family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, co-workers, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, and write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, whatever you got to do. Give them a call, and I'd love to hear from you after you talk to them. Otherwise, please, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video, big share button down below. Make sure to like the video, big thumbs up button down below as well. Otherwise, check out the nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen now. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy, take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.